Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm going to be showing you a maxed out Dagger in action. I got her up to 5 yellows, 5 reds. I was fortunate enough to pull the 7 red star because of those Elite 6 orbs we got out of that event. Got a little lucky on the Elite 6 there and got the 7th star on her. I'm going to briefly walk through the T4s in the ISO class that I'm testing out. And then we're going to get right into Doom Raid. I'm going to show you the character in action there. I know that's where everyone wants to see. So let me just say as a starting point that I think all these T4s look pretty good to me. The passive, you get on spawn, you get this regen for 2 turns. I think that's nice. But I think plus 20 resistance is the more important thing. That's, I think, very, very good. That will not only benefit her entire team, the 3-person team, but it's also going to benefit Adam Warlock and Silver Surfer. I think getting plus 60% piercing to all enemies, and if cloaks an ally, plus 50% damage is very significant. That's 110% damage, 60% of which ignores armor to all enemies. And in a raid, that could be 8, 9, 10 enemies. So just could be a huge amount of damage. This, I think, can be nice. This is more of a nice to have, probably. Clearing all positive effects in the primary target versus 3. It depends on how many positive effects the enemy has. Chaining to 4 targets instead of 3. These are situational, but getting 60% piercing, which ignores armor on all of them, is, I think that's significant. One thing I will say is, this is a character I am putting all the T4s on. These are not definitive recommendations. This is just my initial impressions of how these T4s look. I usually test these characters out extensively before making recommendations and doing an infographic. I don't like when you just pump out an infographic based on your guess. Okay, I don't like that. So this one I think is actually more important than you might think. Not only is it, applying 2 regeneration to 2 allies, that's nice, the regen, but what I like about it, is not the piercing here as much as if you go to her ISO attack, I'm going to MSF.gg now, and you see what her ISO attack is. It's the 2 bleed. And of course, there's also just 2 bleed on her regular attack. And bleed attacks, if you put a T4 on them, there's the damage multiplier on the bleeds is significantly higher. And so I like to have T4s on my bleed abilities, so I get that higher damage on the bleeds. As for Striker, why I'm testing that out, that's not a definitive recommendation. It's just a test. What I would say is that, I think there's a couple reasons why I am testing that out. One of which is she certainly got the assist now from Cloak. On Cloak's kit and the basic, he also assists her, but also on his special. I don't think they'll be doing basics much because they're going to get a lot of energy from Death Pool. But I do think, you'll get some assists. And generally when characters are assisting, like Hawkeye and Black Widow or Proxima and Corvus, you want to have 1 striker, 1 skirmisher, so you get this triple tap. It's the way the ISO works, where it'll, the one who's assisting will put the vulnerable, and so then there'll be an attack. Then the other one assists and puts the vulnerable. Then there'll be the 3rd attack. So generally, that's what you want to do. Plus, she's got, if you look at just the stat table on MSF.gg, she actually has the 9th highest damage in the game. So getting additional damage and more bleeds out there is very good. Plus, I think in addition to that, you've got vulnerable that's going to be put on the kit from Dagger, from Cloak. And I think that and from Dagger in addition, so they're going to both apply this vulnerable. So there should be a lot of vulnerable flying around. And so I think having more strikers in the team is good. So you'll have Deathpool, her, potentially you'll have, whether it's Doom or Silver Surfer or others who are strikers. I just think that there's going to be a lot of vulnerables flying around because of those ultimates. All right, and so that's what I'm doing here. Let's just go right to Doom Raid to test her out. I'm going to show her off in the lane. I got the entire lane ready to go here. So let's just get right to it. So the team that I've been running is this one. I've been very happy to get rid of Thanos and Maw and Hela out of my team. So the question is, who do you get rid of? Silver Surfer, Doom, or Adam Warlock? Right now, I'm going to get rid of Adam Warlock. That's my guess. I'm not saying it's right. I think there's an argument to be made because Adam Warlock's a hero that it's actually better to have all Mystic heroes. But I like Doom and what he brings to the table. I like all the bots. So let's just test it out this way and see how it looks. All right, here we go. All right, I usually always put an ability block here on Mordo to start. And then I spread it with Deathpool. And then we just cloak them, so to speak, in all these effects. And then I go after Yo-Yo. All right. All right, good times. All right. She dodges. I really love that animation from Cloak. I don't know what he's doing. He looks like he's one of those guys in opening his cloak. A little too much there. Okay. One thing that's amazing with Deathpool is how often the Doom Ultimate comes up. But we're not going to do that. Okay, wow. I wasn't even trying there. In a minute and 17 seconds, that note is toast. This is, of course, difficulty 1, where you have 75% more damage, and I think it's 35% more health and focus and resistance, everything in the enemies. It's just easy as pie. I did not heal up Cloak. I saw he might have been slightly low on health there. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Yep, he's slightly below max health. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Better dodge there, Cloak. Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm not going to do any more of the negative effects or anything because, let's face it, we're pretty good to go there. Wow. This is something, huh? Just blowing through these nodes. Remember when these nodes were super difficult? All right. Sure, why not? Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I don't even know what we're doing here. Guess lame for Human Torch. Oh, I should have used the char. Oh, dang it. I should have used the ultimate on Deathpool. That was a mistake. I'm just using basics here, as you could see. Purpose, of course, being that I want to save abilities for the next node. I did make the mistake. Deathpool's ultimate won't be at 5 charges. That was just a misplay. I guess people actually want to see the abilities. We'll try that on the Mystic boss node here. And I guess I should actually heal these characters with the heals. All right, let's try it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what it looks like. She's looking pretty good. Okay, I usually ability block Squirrel Girl. Here, well, we'll wait till we get to her before we do the 1x speed. We don't want to time out. I don't think we will, but just saying. All right, so now we've got. Is she? Oh yeah, she get a charge on. Okay, well let's just delete Doom. Yeah, I was gonna spread the ability block, but this is too good. All right, cloak. Thank you. All right, let's do 1x speed, but I'm not gonna waste her. All right, let's see what she looks like. All right, she jumps around. She's got some daggers. Okay, you know, it's not bad. She did some healing there at the end or whatever. All right. Yeah, we'll just do this. This is going to actually heal Carnage, but whatever. Not really concerned. So what I'm doing, one thing I'm doing here is I am kind of alternating between Cloak and Dagger when it comes to the, you know, putting, you know, their ultimates and putting all those debuffs on, because I figure we don't want to waste all of that. All right, let's see her ultimate. Okay, this is 1x speed. Turns out, I don't even know if there was any animation there, but she just killed everybody, basically. I'm not going to blow this here because we've only got one enemy showing. But it seems like these characters are pretty good. I'm going to go with wow as my reaction here. I mean, I think we kind of expected that, but these are pretty good characters. All right, let's just cloak them in a lot of debuffs. All right, well, we already saw this animation. I'm just going to, you know, do this. Okay. Yeah, we might as well ability block her so that these debuffs can't be cleansed. And I think we're good to go. We might as well just use the ultimate because I think this is like game over here. Yeah, pretty much. You guys can see why I like Doom. I mean, he just does an insane amount of damage here. All right. Well, that was ridiculously easy. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So, you know, obviously my characters are big. I get that criticism, but you know, you have to compare apples to apples here, right? I mean, this is Dagger at 5 red stars. If you look at my Mystic team, they're all, you know, 7 yellow stars. They all have 3 blue ISO. So you're comparing a 5 red, 7 yellow death pool. You know, obviously the standard 4/7 Doom, but then you got a 6 red star Cloak and a 5 red star Dagger. I think they were the stars of the show. I mean, I think they were the best characters of this group. I mean, if you never played the game before and you were just like, okay, which of these characters is the most powerful in the raid? Obviously, the problem is they lose some of their strength outside of the raid and when they're not on the full team and all that. But the full team in the raid, I mean, Cloak and Dagger seemed awfully awesome. So did Deathpool. But that's just a super strong team. We'll do a little bonus footage here and show them in RTA. We'll do that right now. Just for people who want to see that stuff. This is a team I've been having fun with. But we'll take out these two and put in Cloak and Dagger. Just for fun. Where are you, Cloak? There he is. All right. All right, this is a more traditional team. We got Phoenix and Black Bolt and Jubilee and Bishop and Doc Ock, certainly very strong. And then here I just got, what, 2 Heroes for Hire and then the new Warriors. It's just for fun, really. Okay. That's the idea here. I think it's more fun to play with the new characters that I haven't played 1,000 times before. That's why I do these teams in RTA. It's just to have fun testing out the new characters. Yeah, she's about to go. So we'll just do that. Okay. So one mistake I made is I could have just used the debuffs. But yeah, I mean, their team's basically totally screwed anyway. All right, well, that was fantastic. Who do we want to kill? I guess we'll kill Phoenix. And then we'll just kill Doc Ock. As you can see, it's not really that close. Unbelievable, huh? Unbelievable. Amazing. Let's see what we get. You get to see in action. Okay, this is an unfortunate team. Don't think this team's going to last very long. All right, who do we want to kill? Let's just kill Jubilee. Those bleeds are really nasty, by the way. Well, the good news for them is that they were able to get a turn off. So they were able to do some damage before they get totally owned. So congratulations. This is the Great Reset in action. Power Leap, whatever you want to call it. They basically made it so everything that came before the new characters is so much worse. That unless your character's new or been reworked, they're just more limited. Now, it doesn't mean you can't and shouldn't invest in those old characters. But it means that you have to be careful about it. You obviously are going to need to get, you're going to have to get through DD4. You need some legendary characters, for example, are going to be older. You got to get through the Doom campaigns. Things of that nature. Who do we want to kill here? I guess we'll kill Black Bolt. We now know the turn order, so we don't really, so we know that Phoenix is just going to die most likely. Yep. Okay. So we'll just, there we go. Which of these is better single target? 3? Yeah, this one. All right, good times. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, we'll do one more before we end the video. You get to see a Doom team, some actual newer characters. Doom, Adam Warlock, Nebula. It's a real challenge here. All right, he's still loading up. At least we don't have to wait 200 seconds in it or whatever it was anymore. Well, this guy actually, his best shot is, I think the only way I can lose this match, I would think, it's a very good team actually on the other side, is if I get Doom under 50% too early. And that could just happen because there's so much damage going out. Okay. What's he do? He's contemplating here. I don't know what he's contemplating. Maybe he's going to put it in auto now. I don't know. Okay. The ability blocks her. He must be on. Is he in auto again? I don't know. All right. Who do we want to kill? I think we'll kill Emma Frost. That didn't work so well. All right, now he used his cleanse a little too early. Like I said, his shot is that he gets... Oh. All right, well, there you go. I was like, his chance is that he gets doomed to... under 50% and then gets to get the ult, the doom ult. But it turns out that's not going to happen. Okay. That was a mistake. Should have attacked Nebula first. Turns out this is not really close match. He did kill one character. This is the best performance we've seen so far, right? All right, good times. Don't know what Cloak's doing there under the cloak. So look, these new characters are pretty amazing. They're going to be good in war. They're going to be good really everywhere because they're just really power crapped. And that's where the game's going right now. Look forward soon. I'm going to have a video coming out that will show these characters off in DD4. We'll do that video in the near future. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you have comments, leave them below or go to my Discord. That's linked below as well. You can also check out our Twitch stream. That's linked below. That's where all the magic happens.